Hello students. Today first of all I would like to revise the topics whatever I have taught you in this chapter friction. Afterwards we will study the further topics. Clear? Then what I have told you that friction is a self-adjusting force, and I have also explained, now I am explaining again, if this one is the block on the surface and there are two forces acting, one is downwards, its weight mg, and the second one upwards, normal reaction r. There are two forces acting, that's why the object is stable on the surface. It is not sinking into the surface or not, it is moving up, nor moving down. It is neither moving up or nor moving down, because these two forces are equal and opposite. Clear? They are cancelling each other. Is it clear? Or we can use the formula F is equals to ma. Since it is not moving, therefore there is no acceleration, and there are two forces acting. The sum of the two forces we have to take, that is F. Then F is r minus mg is equals to 0. Why this is r minus mg is equals to 0? Because F is the total force, means we have to add, but during adding we have to remember that this force is in upward direction. If we are taking this force positive, this downward force is in opposite direction, and force is a vector quantity. If one we are taking upward positive, then the downward we will have to take it negative. That's why this is r minus mg. Is it clear? Now since the body is not moving, there is no acceleration, a is 0, that's why this is 0. Then r is equals to mg, means these two forces are equal and opposite, they are cancelling each other, that's why it is not moving. Is it clear? Okay, now we apply the third force in this direction. We are applying the external force. When we will apply external force, suppose you are trying to pull in a table, heavier table, that table is heavy. So when this table is heavy and you are trying to pull, initially what will happen? The table is not moving. Why it is not moving? However, you have applied in this direction, there is a force. You have applied the force in this direction and there is no force in the opposite direction. Therefore, it must be moving in this direction, but it is not moving. It means there is a force now which comes into play while you apply this external force F, and a force which is not here, means we cannot see where this force is, but this is not moving. It means there is a force in opposite direction from where that force is coming. Actually, we can see only three forces: R, the normal reaction, mg, the downward force, and these are cancelling each other. That's why it is not moving in vertical direction, neither up nor down. Is it clear? Now we have applied force in this direction, then it must be moved in this direction, but it is not moving. Why it is not moving? Which force is trying to take it at its own position? Which force is that force, and from where this force is coming? Then I am again explaining. Suppose there is a heavy table. Initially, when we apply a little force, it is not moving. However, this force is little what we applied, but we have applied force in this direction. It must be move in this direction, but it is not moving. The table is not moving. When you will increase your force, then also the table is not moving. If it is very heavy, it is heavy table. Now you are increasing the force. Then there will be a time when you will apply this much force that the table will move. Now table is moving. Clear? And initially when you have applied smaller force on the table, it is not moving. When you are increasing, it is not moving. When you are increasing, it is not moving. Then there will be a time when you will apply the force, it will move. What happened? Actually, when you try to shift the table in this direction, you applied little force, then this normal reaction is the friend of this table or is the friend of this block. Actually what happened, when you apply force in this direction, this is the friend of the block. You will, if you are a friend of someone, you will help, and everyone in this universe actually want to remain at its own position. When you apply force, then only it will move. Okay, then it is trying to be here, it is trying to not moving, but when you apply force in this direction, this R is the friend of the table, it will help. How it will help? When you will apply force in this direction, then the resultant of these two forces are acting in this direction, and we know that there is equal and opposite reaction to each and every action. Is it clear? So when you apply force in this direction, this force F and this force mg, the resultant of these two forces will come in this direction. Is it clear? Then there must be a force in the opposite direction. How the force we will get the force in the opposite direction? Actually, what happened, what I have told you, that this R is friend of this table. If it is not want to move, then it will help it. How it will help it? When you will apply little force, then it will shift little in this direction. Suppose at an angle theta from the vertical, it will shift, R will shift in this direction to help this table in not moving. Is it clear? Then what will happen? R will be divided into two components. If this is A and this angle is theta, this is A cos theta and this is A sin theta. Towards the side of angle, it is always cos component, and perpendicular to cos, sin component. Towards the side of angle, it is cos component. Then this is A cos theta, this is R. This is R cos theta, and perpendicular to R cos theta, perpendicular to A cos theta, it is R sin theta. It is R sin theta. Clear? So when you apply a little force in this direction, when you apply a little force, then this will shift in this direction to help the block. How it will help? It will resolve into two components, R sin theta and R cos theta. Now this R cos theta is the counterbalance of mg, means it is not moving in the vertical direction. Then how it is not moving? R cos theta is equal to mg, and it is not moving in this direction also, na? Then how it is not moving in this direction? This R sin theta will come into play and this will stop the block. This R sin theta is equal and opposite to the applied force. Therefore, it is not moving in this direction, horizontal direction also. And we can say that this force is the friction force, which is trying to keep the block over here only. Is it clear? Then R sin theta is the friction force. R sin theta is the friction force. If we are saying that this is friction force small f, actually friction force is represented by small f. If it is friction force small f, from where this small f or this friction force comes into play? Actually it comes into play from this normal reaction R, which is shifted slightly, and it is resolved into two components, R cos theta and R sin theta. This R sin theta is equal to the friction force. Clear? Now again consider the table. We are increasing the force on the table, it is heavy. We are increasing the force, still it is not moving. How it is still it is not moving? This friction force R sin theta is depending on sin theta. With increasing angle, sin 0 0, sin 30 1 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2, sin 60 root 3 by 2, and sin 90 is 1. With increasing angle, the sin theta will increase, the numerical value of sin theta will increase, and hence R sin theta will increase. So when we increase this force F, the exerted external force, we increase, then this R will now shift again to it will increase angle theta, so that R sin theta can be increased. Then we are trying to pull the table. Now again we are trying to pull that, we are increasing force, then it will increase angle theta, and when theta will increase, R sin theta will increase. Ultimately what will happen? You will apply a force when the R will shift in this direction. this r will shift completely in this direction. Now theta is 90 degree. This component is r cos theta, cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. Now r cos 90 is 0. This becomes 0. Weight becomes 0 because normal reaction is the weight of the body. Normal reaction is the weight of the body, and normal reaction becomes 0. Therefore, its weight becomes 0. Now this is the position when, and theta is 90. Then r sin 90. Then sin 90 is 1, and the maximum value of sin theta is 1. Therefore, this will become 1. R into 1 is equals to 1. This is the maximum force. Clear? Because we know that when we increase sin 120 degree, what is the value of sin 120 degree? Actually, it is sin 90 plus 30, and sin 90 plus 30, sin 90 plus 30 is equals to cos 30. Cos 30. Sin 90 plus 30 is equals to cos 30. Clear? And cos 30 is sin 60, root 3 by 2. This is less than 1. This is less than 1. It means if we increase further the force, then then the value sin theta will again reduce. Then r is the maximum force. Now this is maximum. Now again we are trying to shift the table, and we are increasing the force. When F becomes greater than R, then the body will shift. Then you are applying little force. It is not moving. We are increasing. It is not moving. We are again increasing. It is not moving. Then we applied maximum force. Then it will move. How it will move? When F becomes greater than R, then it will move. Okay. Now the friction is of 3 types. When it is not moving, the friction is Fs. Fs is called static friction. Is it clear? It is called static friction. When we have applied this much force, that it is equal to R, then there is a force which is equal to R, then this is that force. If we increase a little bit greater than R, then the body will move. Then means the maximum friction force. When the body just about to slide, the maximum friction force when the body just about to slide is called limiting friction. Okay. When we have applied little force, it is not moving, then this one is static friction. When we are increasing the force and there is a force, when now the body will move, means it is about to move. When the friction force becomes such that the body just begins to slide, then that force is called limiting friction. This is limiting friction. If you apply the force greater than this force, or this friction force, or greater than R, then the body will move. Suppose the body is moving, means on the road something is moving, then again even then there is a friction force, and then that friction force is called kinetic friction. Then Fk. What is Fk? Kinetic friction during motion. What is Fs? Static friction. When the body is static and you have applied force, there is a friction force, that is called static friction. And this limiting friction is the maximum force or maximum friction force, or it is the maximum force when the body is just about to slide. Is it clear? Okay. I have explained you laws of limiting friction. What are the laws of limiting friction? The friction force depends on the nature of the surfaces, nature of the two surfaces. If these are rough surfaces, friction force is greater. If it is smooth surfaces, friction force is very small. Is it clear? Okay. The third one, that the friction force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. The friction force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Then Fs is equals to, there must be a constant. That constant is mu s, and mu s is called coefficient of static friction. Mu is called coefficient of friction, and mu s is coefficient of static friction. Clear? then Fs is equals to mu SR, and now we will study, we have already studied the angle of repose. What is angle of repose? That angle of inclination, that angle of, this is not moving, not moving, not moving, not moving, now move. Okay, that angle of inclination from the horizontal at which the body is just to begin to slide, just to begin to slide means it is about to slide. That angle of inclination, maximum angle, when the body just begins to, the minimum angle when the body just begins to slide is called angle of repose. Angle of repose is represented by theta c, critical angle or angle of repose. So this is called theta c if the body is just about to slide, but it is not sliding. When the angle theta is greater than theta c, then only it will move. Is it clear? So this is called angle of repose. Now we will study few cases of angle of repose. The first case we are taking, body is moving due to its own weight. Body is moving due to its own weight. Okay, always for the inclined plane, you have to remember one thing, that this angle is theta. Draw normal here, and vertical. Vertical is weight mg of the body. Vertical is weight mg of the body, and this angle is theta. Then this angle will be also theta. You can see here. Suppose, see this diagram. This is horizontal plane, horizontal. Now we are increasing angle of inclination. My hand, this hand is increasing like this. If this angle is theta, this pen is also making angle theta in this direction. That's why this is equal angle. So you have to remember that if this angle is theta, what diagram you have to remember? Draw this diagram like this. Draw this diagram. This angle is theta. Then on the, this is the block. Take two lines. One perpendicular on this inclined plane, and the second one vertical. This will be weight mg, and this angle will be theta. Now we can resolve mg into two components. Towards the side of angle, which component, cos or sine? Cos, mg cos theta, and in this direction mg sine theta, because perpendicular to cos sine theta. So this is mg sine theta. Now the body will move in this direction. Why? Because there is a force mg sine theta in this direction. The normal reaction, normal to the surface, normal reaction is r. Clear? Now the body will move in this direction. But if there is friction between these two surfaces, then that friction will act in the opposite direction. Friction always acts opposite to the direction of motion. So if the body is going to move in this direction, downwards on the inclined plane, friction will act in this direction, F. Friction will act in opposite direction. This friction will try to keep the body over here only. If this friction force is equal to mg sin theta, then the body will not move. Or this theta is less than theta c, then the body will not move. If theta is greater than theta c, theta is greater than, in this case we are taking theta greater than theta c. What is the first case? If the body is moving due to its own weight and theta is greater than theta c. When theta is greater than theta c, then the body will move, and body will move in the downward direction. Now see, in this direction you have to always use which formula? F is equals to ma. You have to use this formula, F is equals to ma. Okay, now when we will take F is equals to ma in this direction, we have to take in this direction and in perpendicular direction. First of all, take in perpendicular direction. Then in this direction, it is not moving now. So since it is not moving, it means what? R is equals to mg cos theta. How R is equals to mg cos theta? Then we will write take F is equals to ma in this direction. What is F? Net force. R in this direction positive, then opposite direction mg cos theta is negative. R minus mg cos theta is equal to what? It is moving in this direction? No. Acceleration is 0. This is F. This one is F. And F is equals to ma. Ma is 0. Therefore, take mg cos theta. On the other side, r is equals to mg cos theta. Equation 1. Can you see this r is equals to mg cos theta? Okay, now again apply f is equals to ma in this direction. Since theta is greater than theta c, means the angle of inclination is greater than critical angle, the body will move. And the body is moving in this direction. Now there are two forces acting in this direction. One is mg sin theta and the second one in the opposite direction, friction force. Now since the body is moving in this direction, we are taking it positive. Mg sin theta plus then friction force minus Fk or Fs? Fk, because body is moving, then kinetic friction we have to take. Fk is equal to mg sin theta minus Fk. This is capital F. Now Ma is equal to Ma, because the body is moving in this direction. Is it clear? Then this is equal to Ma. This is equation 2. Clear? mg sin theta minus Fk is equals to Ma. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now, if Fk we will write Fk is mu kr. What you have to do in all cases, you will take in this direction and in this direction. From this direction you will find out r. And then here what you have to do, what is Fk? Fk is mu kr. Then you will write mg sin theta minus, now I can rub this diagram. Okay, from here mg sin theta minus Fk is mu kr, because F is mu r. Fk is mu kr, and then what you will do, mu kr is equal to Ma. Now in all cases what you have to do, here you will write F is mu r, then the value of r you will take from here. What is the value of r? Mg cos theta. Substitute over here. Mg sin theta minus mu k, r is mg cos theta is equals to Ma. Then cancel out. Then the acceleration of the body is A is equals to g sin theta minus mu k g cos theta. So this is the acceleration of the body in this case. Clear? If the body is not moving, acceleration is, or the body is moving, okay, this is kinetic friction. Body is moving but with the constant velocity. So if the body is moving with a constant velocity, there is no acceleration, then A is 0, then you will write g sin theta minus mu kg cos theta, or g sin theta is equals to mu kg cos theta, or g cancel, mu k is equals to mu k here, sin theta here, sin theta upon cos theta, and sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta, then mu k is equals to tan theta. I have already derived this formula in the previous video by the different method, and here also you can find out mu k is equals to tan theta. Then two cases, if you have to find out acceleration, there is acceleration, then this is the formula for the acceleration. And if you have to find out there is no acceleration and you have to find out the friction coefficient, then from here you can get the friction coefficient. Okay, now if there is numerical, then don't derive all these formula. This derivation is not in our syllabus. Actually I'm going to discuss it because for your better understanding of the concept. Otherwise you have to remember one thing, you have to apply F is equals to Ma in vertical direction, in this direction, and when you will apply F is equals to Ma, then capital R you have to take, small f you have to take F is equals to mu r, and then R from here you will take the value of R is equals to mg or mg cos theta. Is it clear? Now we are taking case 2. Case 2, what is the case 2? In the case 2, theta is less than theta c. Theta is less than theta c. Means what? The angle of inclination is less than angle of repose. The angle of inclination is less than angle of repose. Then this is, the diagram is like this. What you have to draw? This one is theta, this is the block, and this one is the normal, and you have to draw normal and vertical line. This is mg, this will be theta, this is mg cos theta, and this one is mg sin theta. Is it clear? This one is normal reaction R, and the friction in the opposite direction F. Is it clear? Because the body will move due to mg sin theta in this direction, friction will act in the opposite direction. And since theta is less than theta c, the body is not moving, because we know that angle of repose is that angle at which the body just begins to slide, and it is less than theta, it is not moving. So this is the case. Now to initiate the motion, I am going to draw the diagram again. Big diagram, see. This is the block, this angle is theta, this is normal, this is vertical line, this one is mg, this is theta, this is mg cos theta, and perpendicular to mg cos theta, this is mg sin theta. Now this is normal reaction R, body is not moving, friction will act in opposite direction F, body is not moving, that's why we have to take it Fs means static friction. Now suppose to initiate the motion we are applying force in this direction on the block, and this force is capital F. We are the external agent, or we are applying the force in this direction, which is making angle alpha here, making angle alpha. Alpha is the angle from mg sin theta. Clear? Alpha is the angle from mg sin theta. Now capital F can be resolved into two components. Towards the side of angle F cos alpha, this side, towards the side of angle F cos alpha, and perpendicular to F cos alpha this direction, perpendicular to F cos alpha this direction, F sin alpha. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now the body is not moving. The minimum force required to initiate the motion, but the force we have applied on the block is capital F at an angle alpha. Then F can be resolved into two components, F cos alpha, F sin alpha. Clear? This diagram you have clear. Now what you have to do, you have to take F is equals to ma in this direction, F is equals to ma in this direction. First I am taking F is equals to ma in this direction. The body is moving in this direction? No. Then this force is equal to mg cos theta. R in this direction, what is the force? R plus F sin alpha. In this direction the force is R plus F sin alpha, minus opposite direction mg cos theta is equal to, this is F, this total force is F, we have to apply F is equal to ma. Then the body is not moving, acceleration is 0, ma is 0, then R plus F sin alpha is equals to mg cos theta. Is it clear? This is showing that the force in this direction, there are two forces acting, R plus F sin alpha. This sum of these two forces is equal and opposite to force mg cos theta. R plus F sin alpha in this direction is equal and opposite to mg cos theta. That's why the body is not moving in this direction. Now what we have to do, I have already explained. From this equation you will get capital R. Then find out capital R. So this is capital R. Capital R is equals to mg cos theta minus F sin alpha. Clear? Mg cos theta minus F sin alpha. From here we will find out capital R. Question 1. Now what we have to do? We have to take F is equals to ma in this direction. In this direction how many forces are acting? 3. mg sin theta, F cos alpha downwards, friction force in this direction. Since the body is not moving, it means what? The total force in this direction is equal to force in this direction, means mg sin theta plus F cos alpha in this direction is equals to force in this direction, Fs. So directly I am writing this mg cos theta plus F cos alpha, mg sin theta plus F cos alpha, mg sin theta plus F cos alpha is equal to friction force Fs. Is it clear? Now we know that what we have to do, Fs, when here from second equation we will get Fs, then we will write f is mu as r. F is equals to mu r. Okay, then this is mg sine theta plus f cos alpha is equals to mu s r. Mu s because static friction is here, the body is not moving. Fs is mu s r. Now what we have to do, we have to substitute the value of capital R. This value is this. Then this is mg sine theta plus f cos alpha is equal to mu s, multiply directly, mu s into r. R is mg cos theta, mu s mg cos theta minus mu s f sine alpha. We are substituting the value of r over here and we are multiplying both term by mu s. Clear? Now our aim is to find out capital F, the force, minimum force applied to initiate the motion, capital F. Then from here we will take capital F on one side. Take capital F on one side. This is F cos alpha. Take this capital F on this side plus, now take capital F on one side, F cos alpha, take mu s f sin alpha on this side plus mu s f sin alpha is equal to take mu s mg cos theta and from this side minus mg sin theta. Clear? Now what is our aim? To find capital F. Take common capital F from here. So we will take common. Capital F is equal to mu s mg. Mg is common. Mu s cos theta minus sin theta. Mg is common upon, when you will take F common, you will have cos alpha plus mu s sin alpha. Here, now what is mu s? Mu s is equals to tan theta. Mu is equals to tan theta. Then substitute tan theta s cos theta minus sin theta into mg upon cos alpha plus tan theta s sin alpha. Clear? Now simplify this. Simplify this. Tan theta is, F is equals to tan theta is sin theta s upon cos theta s, sin theta s upon cos theta s into cos theta minus sin theta mg upon cos alpha plus tan theta s sin theta s upon cos theta s into sin alpha. Now again simplify this. It's taking LCM cos theta s, sin theta s into cos theta minus cos theta s into sin theta into mg upon cos theta s cos alpha plus sin theta s into sin alpha. Do you know any formula? Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. There is a formula sin A minus B. Then you will write mg. This, take this mg this side, mg sin A cos B sin theta s minus theta. You can write sin theta s minus theta upon upon cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, cos A minus B, cos theta S minus alpha, cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. This is cos A minus B. Now this is force F. For minimum force, means we have to apply that force now, the minimum force required to initiate the motion. For minimum force, denominator should be maximum, and we will write that for minimum F, cos theta S minus alpha, this denominator is minimum, maximum, then this will be minimum. So this is maximum. What is maximum value of cos theta or sin theta? 1. Then the maximum value is 1. And what is 1? Cos 0 is 1. This is cos 0. Then theta S minus alpha is equals to 0. Then theta S is equals to alpha. It means the angle at which we are applying the force to initiate the motion must be equal to the angle of friction. Friction angle. This is called friction angle. Is it clear? This derivation is not in syllabus. Only we are trying to solve this to understand that we have to take F is equals to ma in this direction, in this direction. Is it clear? Thank you for today and continue your studies. Thank you.